Good evening. Coming up in Mello TV Evening News tonight, government reaches wage deal with teachers and junior doctors. Immigration officers, however, took industrial action today over their rejection of the government's wage offer. And now the news in detail. Immigration officers at the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, today engaged in industrial action resulting in some officers not turning up for duty at the ports. The immigration officers' grouse resulted from their ongoing dispute regarding the government's proposed compensation package. Other public sector organizations such as doctors, teachers, customs agents, and tax administration of Jamaica employees are said to have been able to reach agreements because of, quote, lucrative incentive offers, end quote. In order to resolve the impasse at PICA, an urgent request was made for a meeting with the National Workers Union, the NWU, take place with the Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark. The action by the immigration officers come in light of a major victory for the government, which last week had to deal with 4 days of protests from the teachers. On Sunday, the teachers and junior doctors agreed to accept the new salary offer from the government. Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, disclosed that $4.3 billion has been added to the budget for this fiscal year in order to settle pay agreements with a number of the largest public sector organizations. A young man has been detained by the Duncan police in Mac Hill, Trelawney, in connection with the shooting death of a 2-year-old toddler yesterday. He has been identified as Adrian Campbell, otherwise called Chubby. The youngster was with his mother and stepfather outside a store in their neighborhood. District Superintendent Winston Milton, commander for the Trelawney Division, gave the alleged circumstances behind the shooting.
About 8 p.m. Sunday, March 12, 2023, the Trelawney Police responded to a report of shooting which allegedly occurred at Mackhill District in the Clarkstown Police area of the parish. Our response was multifaceted in that we had one unit proceeding directly to the scene of the alleged crime, while another was involved in stop-and-search operation along a critical corridor leading from the alleged scene of crime. Our investigation so far has revealed that 2 cousins, namely Ricardo Brown, O.C. Ricky, and Anthony Findlay, were embroiled in a conflict, during which Findlay left the scene of the conflict and returned with a firearm which he used to open fire at Brown, who was seated in his Honda motor car. The shot missed Brown and hit Adrian Campbell, a 2-year-old infant who was seated in the rear of the said Honda motor car. Campbell was rushed to the Falmouth General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Ricardo Findlay was apprehended by the team of police conducting the stop and search in the Duncan police area, where we suspect that he was in the process of fleeing the jurisdiction. He is currently in police custody, whilst investigation in the incident is ongoing.
Adrian is recalled as a happy and vibrant child who enjoyed playing with other children and loved to dance, according to Althea Buckle, principal of the Congregation of Yahweh Basic School.
Adrian is a very energetic child. He was very vibrant. Once he entered the school, everyone would call out, Chubby, Chubby, Chubby. And that was his personality, always smiling. But I tell you, he loves to chug with children because he will take away the toys that they have. And once you take it back from him, he go on to another one to take back another toys. He has a nice personality. The children are very traumatized, and as I said, they are very depressed. Even a while ago, I have to counsel one of them because she was very crying. Honestly, I couldn't even sleep last night. And I wake up this morning, every time it just reminiscing up in my brain to see, when you would be at school right now, we'd be taking him on the outside now, playing and practicing for sports. And he's a very vibrant child who loves to dance. Once you start singing him a song in devotion, oh my God, he'll take over the devotion with a little bouncing dance like that. I missed him so much.
Assistant Superintendent in charge of fire prevention, Donovan McLaren, at the St. James Fire Department, is pleading with the public to exercise extreme caution when lighting fires in order to prevent deadly bushfires, which are currently becoming more common in the parish.
We are seeing an increase due to the current drought conditions that the island is experiencing. I think that we need to cognizant of is that at midday, grass especially is pretty much close to this ignition temperature. So any little form of additional heat can always start a fire. And we find that if there are times when we are supposed to burn, if we are going to burn any at all. And so we find that persons might not be getting proper garbage collection, so they'll burn their garbage. And once it is windy, right, you're gonna find that the fire can easily get out of control. So one, you never light a fire on a windy day. Two, if you're going to do anything, it must be confined burning, meaning you're burning into a drum, and you observe it until it is out, and you don't do that. If the conditions are windy, as I said earlier on, you don't do that.
The St. James Fire Department has responded to well over 150 bushfires since they began this year, and according to reports, the department receives alerts for more than 15 bushfires every day as a result of the drought the island is currently experiencing. Mr. McLaren stated that the general public must be warned that particularly at midday each day, grass is close to the temperature at which it is easily ignited. According to Assistant Superintendent McLaren, people must properly dispose of their trash, refrain from starting fires on windy days, and smokers and farmers need to take the necessary precautions.
We do have the conditions of persons using lighting their cigarettes or so, and they discard of that cigarette butt improperly, and those will also cause fires. So we always ask persons, if you're smoking, have the proper thing to dispose of your cigarette, but don't just flick it out and flick it into the grass. We always tell, especially for our parents, always advise them, don't leave matches or lighters or anything in source where children can easily get access to. Or farmers need to look seriously at stopping the practice of slash and burning, but use those grass for mulching instead of burning, because these can contribute to a number of fires. And one thing that we also notice that is happening also, persons are now that they're clearing the land and they want to get rid of the bamboos, so they just pack the bamboo roots with tires and light them, and then you know that even if they cut or break, once those bamboos start to burn, and once the gases build up in the bamboo joints, they're going to explode with the fire, and that will spread the fire beyond any breaks that they have put in place. So in this time right now, all I can say to persons, do not burn.
Business owners in and around the second city, Montego Bay, have expressed their satisfaction with the efforts made to clean drains and gullies in advance of the rainy season. The north and south gullies that flow through Montego Bay and empty into the sea are currently being cleaned. The St. James Municipal Corporation is currently conducting an early cleaning exercise because these regions, especially the North Gully, are considered to be key sites that contribute to flooding within the inner city whenever it rains excessively. The owners of the businesses have expressed their desire for the crews responsible for cleaning the North Gully and the drains to keep doing so up until the wet season. Early cleanup is being done to prevent any repeat of severe flooding that significantly damaged Montego Bay in 2021 and 2022. A new $29 million energy-efficient broiler system has been installed at the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital in Westmoreland. The new liquefied petroleum gas-powered facility and broiler room were officially commissioned by Dr. Christopher Tufton during a ceremony on Friday, March 10. The project was funded by the ministry in collaboration with the National Health Fund, the NHF. The older diesel-powered broiler system will now serve as a substitute. Steam generated by the new system will be used for sanitization purposes, which is expected to significantly improve healthcare delivery at the Type B hospital. Additionally, painting of the boiler room and installation of drainage systems and storm shutters were included in the project's scope of works. Dr. Tufton said the level of investment now being made in Jamaica's health infrastructure is the most significant since independence in 1962, and that the hospital plants require routine sustainable maintenance to remain structurally sound to meet the health demands of society. Over 100 customs officers will be wearing body cameras when dealing with the public in the upcoming fiscal year. This initiative is expected to provide a more accurate record of encounters with customers, foster improved relations, increase transparency, and improve the quality of evidence collected for decision making. An international study has shown that placing body-worn cameras on officers improves civility and enhances citizens' perception of law enforcement officers. To maintain the integrity of the process, an organized and structured policy has been developed to govern the use of the body-worn cameras with the appropriate legislative support and appreciation for data collection. Jamaica Customs is the second major law enforcement agency to implement this initiative. And those are the stories making the news this evening. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News. I'm Nicole Hales. Stay safe and thanks for watching.